pulling their Noido trigger for 1 month.
There's like no information on this game, really.
I love that there's like no information for this.
I want to know the development of it. Okay, it was made by Mind's Eye Production, who doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Is a developer for it. I'm assuming they're dead.
Like the people that made it have actually died from the curse of Starsky and Hutch.
Well, there's something else called that treats dementia. Not a game developer. Or do they? Wait, what do they do?
Yeah, they treat dementia with video games.
What the fuck is this? Where am I? You all films. What? What?
Wow, look at this edge guarding motherfucker. Wow, you sack of horse shit. I am fucking mad. He won't leave. Oh my Christ.
How goes life, Tony?
You still working at the gun plant?
What?
He was working making guns.
That's amazing. Dude, that pays really well. I would totally do that. Stop logging into it.
Listen. I always wanna try to parry.
Just jump up.
I always wanna parry the boys. Make a bit more making doors now.
Nice.
Is that an upgrade or a downgrade? That's the question.
Like on a human scale, I would say an upgrade.
Yeah, like, I mean, money-wise, it's literally an upgrade, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'd say an upgrade.
I'm sorry, how'd you not fall off, you son of a bitch?
Just gotta get above them. They have to die anyways.
Oh, hi, Maneater Mildred.
Like it less? Ah, that sucks.
I don't like that this ghost is learning my powers.
I know, right? I thought that too when I played it.
You dealt with all those beasts? I'm ashamed to say I was hiding. Those ghastly things chased me, and I ran. If you hadn't come along, who knows if I'd have ever survived. No, you wouldn't have survived. You're a Dark Souls character. You die at the end of it. That's how it goes. Dude, I found a pen and paper tabletop game that the end of it is just all your characters die. Just how it is. So it's basically just figure out who can survive the longest and how you can survive the longest and make it the coolest possible experience, because fuck you, it's a one-shot. I kind of respect that, you know?
I found other games they made, finally. It took giantbomb.com.
Oh, dude. There's a Giant Bomb thing. I don't know if I sent you it or not.
They made a Thomas and Friends game. for only for PC and Mac.
But they do,
oh my God.
Or rather not them, but like other people make like fake intros for them for Giant Bomb, and I really love it.
Look at the cover of this fucking Thomas and Friends game. I just zoomed into the faces that the trains make because that's the only part that matters.
All right, let's take a look. See here. That's a Twitchy
Thomas
vote right there.
Distraught. He's very distraught.
Thomas is concerned, but he is not alone.
So they made this.
Impressive signs.
They made the
yeah
Starsky and Hutch game. They made Monopoly, and then they made Monopoly Junior, and then they made a game called Sheep. Nope.
That was a sheep.
It features a bizarre plot involving alien sheep. It's a real-time strategy puzzle game where players try to herd a flock of sheep past numerous obstacles.
I hate the sound of that. I'm sorry. Why are you screaming at me? Must take strength from my example. Don't do it. I understand that you are Maneater Mildred with Havel's weapon, but you don't have the ability to respawn. My name is Aster. I can put my arm back on. You can. Fucking Canadian War Amps commercials. Dude, that commercial is still one of my favorite things on TV from the 90s. Look forward to our next contact, Tiny Savior. Tiny Saviors. Meet a warrior.
Oh, dude, they made a
match your own. I'm gonna meet a fucking corpse, aren't I?
Wait, Stratego, whatever the fuck that game's called.
Stratego.
Stratego. That's it. There's a T in there.
Hold me closer, Tiny Savior. Hold me toaster. Hold my toaster. Says the AdMech player.
I need to buy a toaster.
Dude, I know a guy who plays AdMech in 40k, and if you mention toasters, he gets really fucking mad because of all the memes about them fucking toasters. Like, I love that there is people in that community that just take jokes like that just way too personally. Holy shit, I just got pushed into the other one. Astonishing. Oh, there's a door right there. I'm fuckled. Yep. The goo spreads, my boy. I was saying when I first started this game, like a long time ago now, that I think that part of why I'm both kind of competent at the game but really bad at the combat
They're also pretty bad.
is I'm used to Metroid. I want gun, and so not having a thing that just lets me shoot from the other side of the map is like, because I never played Castlevania. I was full on Metroid kid.
I never played any of them.
I also feel like I can't judge the nails distance.
There's an upgrade that
I have
gives
the
you more
upgrade.
range. Never mind.
Which has made me even more confused. You get these things, and you think that it's going to make your life easier, and then you realize that, in fact, it is not.
No, I've realized, like, on the list of appliances
Holy
to
shit.
buy and not to buy when I moved out, and toaster wasn't on them at first, but it is now.
Why would it be low?
I mean, how often do you use a toaster?
Like,
Really?
all the time.
You eat a lot of bread, though.
Yeah, and that's even with me eating less bread.
I realize I miss, like,
Less bread is the only
bagels
reason.
and stuff. Never use a toaster. Yeah, see, I think a lot of people never use a toaster.
Less bread is the only reason that I'm losing weight. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, bread makes you fat. I just watched Scott Pilgrim yesterday, so I know that.
Of course you would watch Scott Pilgrim again so soon.
Dude, okay, it's actually been years since I've seen it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
It's my favorite movie still, probably, but like I didn't need to see it constantly to know that. And I watched it again to kind of just reaffirm that I still like it. And other than a couple parts that I don't like very much, it's still solid.
I mean, that's true of most things, I would say, right? Like, other than insert this part or this part. My favorite part is still just the one that I constantly
Before I change
reference.
your favorite movie, I don't know my favorite, but it's like it's up there. I like it a lot.
I think my favorite part is still just the one that I always reference, which is just, is that girl a boy too? Yes.
I do, yeah. Kick her in the balls.
Well, like, also just Macaulay Culkin's brother is great in that scene.
Yeah, he's really good in the whole movie. I don't know, I was very stoned when I watched it. It probably helped a lot, but it's still
I
pretty
found
good.
Pale Ore.
Nice.
I've been told that that's an upgrade material.
Yes, that is very good. Find lots of that.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm sorry. Can you just come over here so I can smack your shit?
Have you run into the enemy yet that just sits in tunnels?
Yeah.
And
just blocks it.
Yeah, and it has like that face that opens up.
Yep. No, that's I ran into that almost
that
immediately in my adventures, and Misty was just like, Misty didn't tell me this until like, I don't know, like 20 episodes in, and he's just like, oh yeah, you were there way too early. Like, motherfucker.
It does sound like an extinct bird. That is so apt for some reason.
Now, as you can see, the extinct career of the Macaulay.
He's coming back.
He's coming back in the best way
Macaulay
too,
sound.
which is just a guy who doesn't give a fuck.
I'm gonna go to his website right now. What's on it?
The current habitat of the near extinct Macaulay species
There
is
it
the
is.
Red Letter Media offices.
Bunnyears.com.
Yeah. a site that I don't really understand.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what he does.
It's like a cracked type of website.
It has a wrestling. Is he in the wrestling?
Probably. That or
It has a whole
writers are.
It has a whole section just for wrestling. I think Macaulay Culkin loves wrestling.
Yeah, the whole thing is basically just what if Cracked still existed? Because Cracked sucks now. They fired almost everybody and they rely basically on freelancers. Okay. Am I not going to find Luigi's Mansion anytime soon? They rely almost entirely on Sean Baby for good humor. Ancient Basin. That is worrying.
Oh, yeah, this place sucks. It's not hard, it just sucks.
Oh, fantastic.
Because the enemies are like that, where they're pretty easy to kill.
They just exist ambiently.
Basically. I'm trying to remember everything. I remember spending a lot of time here, but I don't remember why.
I mean, that's reasonable.
That's not hard, it just sucks. Yeah, it's not like this isn't a hard area. It's just like kind of
There's a lot of things that aren't hard, but just suck. Like, let's be honest here.
No, that was a double. I get it now. I'm with it. This thing.
I hear Luigi's Mansion, though.
This thing wants your money.
A true servant gives all for the kingdom. Let Hallownest's pale king relieve you of your burden. Drop all Geo in the fountain. Do it. That's a lot of Geo. I'm more interested in the fact that I can hear Luigi's Mansion, but I can't get to him, apparently. Alright. Take fried GIF, take my money. Still wants more money.
Yeah.
How much money? Approximate.
I don't remember. I never filled it up.
I can hear him. I can hear Luigi's Mansion in here. Give me Luigi's Mansion!
I think he's underneath you.
Yeah, I'm trying to like go down there, but it wouldn't let me.
No, I think there's like a place
another path. Yeah.
You have to go outside, yeah.
Yeah, he's there. But like statue, give me Luigi's Mansion. Only needs 112? I can make that no problem.
You probably should have bought the map first.
Nah, it's cool. We'll find something big and then we'll fight it. A total of 3K? It's not too bad.
What does it do? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, there was a thing that Snaps kept asking about. That was like a Mario tunnel. That he like saw in the background of the environment, and I was like, hey, does that like have a purpose to the guy that showed up in chat once? And he was like, yep. And it's like, oh, what's it do? Gives you messages.
Gives you something, I think. Thanks.
Yeah, that's very specific and we appreciate it. I pressed the wrong button to try to do a dash. Ah, double jumps. One day I have to get double jump.
Never played this game? Well, fair.
I love the idea of a person just being like, do thing to get thing. I've never played it though.
I never played it, but if you do a thing, you'll definitely get a thing out of it.
I've sat there for 40 hours watching my cousin play it in the arcade. I know how to get that Mortal Kombat character.
I mean, that's fair.
That's how all the rumors used to go back in the day. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Our pure vessel has ascended. Beyond lies only the refuse and regret of its creation. We shall enter that place no longer. But I want to enter the place of refuse now. Well, okay. We now know this place exists.
Another bad Game Boy game that I played
Yep.
was Spark. Remember the dragonfly from Spyro? It was a game where you only played as the dragonfly. Game Boy game. I can find it.
That sounds not good.
No, it wasn't that good. I have no idea what it was called either. Definitely not that. I think his name was Spark, right? I thought so. No, it's Sparks with an X at the end.
Of course it would be.
Yeah, my bad.
Why would it be the normal thing?
Oh, it was this? Was it Spyro Season of Ice? I remember it was a 2-pack. It came with Crash Bandicoot and a Spyro game on one cartridge.
Love me bone hell.
Wow, here's someone just playing the entire game in 4 hours on YouTube.
That seems about right, to be honest.
No, wait, no, okay. It was a Spyro game where you could play as Spark, maybe. Maybe? No, I'm not seeing that. Maybe they were separate games. Fuck, I don't remember.
Well, this is a confusing place.
I'm in a confusing place.
I'm sorry, what? This is, unpleasant. I've entered Dark Souls 3, Nick.
Yeah.
Everything's brown and sad.
That's what I meant by this place sucks.
Oh, hey,
Like,
cool. I hate that. Very much.
This took me a long time. Have fun.
Is that goop painful?
The goop on the ground right there, I don't think it's painful. It's background goop. Cosmetic goop.
Cosmetic goop. Show me a cosmetic goop.
I wouldn't shoot your things. It's not gonna... You're better off using it for heals.
There was a point where he stopped spitting for a while.
You just gotta get in there, basically.
The big lasers do good damage, though.
Yeah, but... He's one of those, like, you just have to be not
Play
afraid.
him in some small parts in some of the games.
No solo title. Okay, so... I guess those sparks, or those sparks, just stuck out to me. Maybe that's why I
What are
remember
you
that more
little
than the actual
boys?
game itself.
I want to know. Hey, I hate you a lot. Specifically.
Oh, it had sequels. There was Spyro 2, Season of the Flame. I never played all those Game Boy Advance ones. Just that one. I was very close to getting that remaster of Spyro.
Yeah, I've only ever played one Spyro, and all I did was skateboard in it. So
Dude, Spyro 3.
That's all I've played. I
That was the
played
third one,
Spyro Year of the Dragon.
Yep, that was the third one.
To me, it was the first one, and the only one.
That's fair. Hell yeah, brother. The skateboarding was a lot of fun. I never had Tony Hawk or anything.
I just
never had
played
those games.
Spyro.
I just skateboarded in Spyro.
Oh
honestly.
my fucking god! I thought you were gonna. I didn't think you were actually gonna just say that.
Yeah,
I made that as a joke. And
the
it was real.
skateboarding minigame was pretty good. I played it a lot.
That's really good, Nick. I approve of that, to be honest.
Soundtrack wasn't as good, that's for sure. Missed out on that. It was, see? It was actually a lot of fun. You could do tricks and shit.
Now, Nick, of all games, what type of genre do you think that I wouldn't have happened to own that I did? The answer might surprise you.
The answer.
I'm sorry, you're a ghost now?
I was gonna say dress up too. I was trying to like put it in the words.
What is dress up? Like those like flash animations where you just put clothes on people? Because like I feel like that's just
that doesn't
fantasy games, right?
That doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay. I will just answer here. I
Yeah, go
owned 2 separate wrestling games.
Okay.
Now I
That
hate
is correct.
wrestling. I really don't find it entertaining, and I hate wrestlers almost as much for the most part because I think it's all just stupid. You know why I own those games? In-depth character creators.
That's true. You could make anybody.
I
The new
made
ones, you can make
so many
any.
monsters.
Have you seen like the most recent one? I don't remember what it's called, but got on my stream. But you could just make anybody, and they looked amazing.
Yeah, no, like that is the only appeal of wrestling games for me is, can I make just an abomination and unleash him upon the world? The answer is yes.
It's called having a kid.
I don't want to make a physiological abomination for my kid. Mental. We'll discuss that. Like if I give birth to a child and then 20 years later I find out he's a serial killer, that's beyond my control. You hope that it doesn't turn into a serial killer, but you can't control it.
Here's the plot for Spyro Season of Ice, a little bit at least. Spyro and Sparks are on a holiday with Bianca and Hunter. Bianca. When Hunter panics,
With
mistaking
furry character.
Hunter panics, mistaking a balloon for a sheep and a flying saucer.
Okay.
Spyro finds the balloon is a message from Zoe asking help from Grendor.
Yeah, they're asking for help from Crendor.
I'm so confused.
Hello. What's wrong?
I'm dying.
It's a good possibility.
Yes.
Ow! She bit me. I mean, I expect nothing less, but
Bianca Spyro. Oh yeah, that's right. She was extremely furry.
Wait, is it the furry? Like, for real?
Yeah.
Is it the one that
big
has,
time.
like, all the porn drawn of her now? Like, the satyr girl?
I'm not sure about that. I'm looking up a cosplay.
I like that it's like, oh yeah, she's extremely
There's
furry.
one.
I'm not looking at the real character. I'm looking at cosplay. She's a rabbit.
She's a
girl?
rabbit. Yeah, she's a rabbit girl.
That is even more furry.
I found a single cosplay.
Okay, so, Nick, satyrs in mythology usually just lower half's kind of goat, but not fully there. It's just like kind of from like the thighs down, and then they got horns and shit. But fantasy satyrs usually kind of bridge that like kind of a man beast territory, right? If it's a man beast creature, is it still furry? Or
Yeah.
is it more like monster girls?
Why not both?
Nasty goat penis. I think that they make it explicit that satyrs do not have goat penises. Although, I mean, if you're offering, people do eat them, apparently.
It's all skin though.
People eat penis. I don't know why.
It's all skin though.
Yeah, but like, it's part of an animal. Fucking down it. Dude, humans have bad taste in food anyway. I want a refund. I can't refund you. Ask Twitch.
Oops.
Oh, yeah. As you said, oops is like when I accidentally tap.
Oh god.
It's my death.
Yeah. Okay. There is really Rule 34 Bianca. I
No,
haven't seen this much.
Really?
It's an old character. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
people missed it
would she not
from
have
a
been
fairly
released
obscure
in
game.
the new trilogy, and probably even sexiered up?
Well, she wasn't even in a lot of the not Zelda games, the Spyro games.
There's only about 4 skin. Jesus Christ.
You're fired. What are you talking about? We're fired.
What are you
Oh
talking,
no, this is
what are you
so
talking
bad.
about? We're fired. You're fired.
All right, let's leave this website.
leave this foul place.
I'm leaving this.
I don't like that I found, one, Hellboy Hollow Knight, but two, that his brains are exposed to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's where, now I remember why this place sucks.
This is a boss
I
arena.
remember it sucking, and I don't remember why exactly.
This is a boss arena.
Y'all locked me out of the room? Did he lock it? Dude, I didn't lock you out of the room. I do believe it has become more and more of a curated room, though.
Like the one we're in?
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's a like technically Misty's got access, but I'm like probably gonna take that away soon. Because Misty just barely ever streams with us.
Just lock the fuck down.
It's basically an us three thing.
Yeah. I mean, we should call it the three people problem almost, you know?
Listen, you created your own three people problem. And the problem is that it usually has more than three people.
It usually has more than three people. What in the big boy room?
I'm confused why it says that there is a bench there, and I didn't notice a bench.
Yeah, you should go get that bench before you fight the
I want
boss.
to be in the big boy room. Nobody actually needs to be in the room, though. That's the thing. We all just choose to be in the room.
What is on the spiral subreddit? Oh shit! It's an angry Thomas the Train
that's
face.
what it is. You gotta pay for the... You gotta pay for access to the bench. It's like one of those fucking New York benches. Dude, you see the shit that they have in New York for, like, preventing bums from sleeping on benches?
Oh, you mean the things in the middle of them?
No, like, there's benches now where if you... Well, sort of what you're describing, but even more nefarious, is they have pay benches where you pay and you get, like, an hour to sit. And in that hour, if you, for instance, take too long, spikes just come up and poke your butt. Completely normal.
That's beautiful.
Completely normal and not at all an insane way to handle a situation. Like, don't have a park security man come over and just wake the bum up. Just have spikes constantly on your bench unless you want to sit on it.
So Tristan had a wonderful idea that I
About
will
bums?
share. Yeah, not really, no. But if
Not really.
if you live in a downtown area,
Okay.
and you have an apartment in a city or something like that, you usually have like a spot. Like you have your parking spot, rather.
Yeah.
That is your reserved parking spot. So when you're not using said parking spot, when you're at work or something like that, rent that shit out. You're downtown.
There,
parking's
I
expensive.
swear to God that there has been like an episode of a sitcom about this.
No.
I swear to God I've seen something about renting out your parking spot before. I don't know where, but I know I've heard of this concept before.
Oh shit.
Like, very, very good idea. 100% would not fly.
You don't think so?
No, it will not, and not due to any logical reason. Just that, like, I guarantee you that the company that runs whatever it is would.
It's probably against the lease agreements
or
well.
something like that. Yeah,
It's like running a business out of your area.
like you're
Those-
literally running a
yeah.
business out of your parking lot space. Also, Tony, if you want to stream with us, the key to that is us all being on the same schedule, which Nick and
Which
I
is
don't
very
have
difficult.
even anymore.
Yeah.
Like there have been times where if I was a meaner person, I would have reduced Nick's pay.
Pay
33% instead of 50. Like Rachel is on more than he is now.
That's true. Well, her schedule lines up with yours more.
It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. I mean, I'm around at nights.
It's just like
you work at nights.
well, no, it's like whenever I have a time off, it's like, hey Nick, you want to do this? And then 3 days later, after I ask about that, you're like, no, I'm busy now. It's like, Nick, I asked you beforehand. You're like, yeah, but now I'm busy.
That doesn't happen that often.
It's happened like every time over the last 4 months.
Doesn't happen that
Yeah, it does, because there was one time I was like, hey, we're gonna do fight games. You're like, sure, that sounds good. And then I come in and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna play games with snaps instead. It's like, you motherfucker.
In my defense, fight games, my enthusiasm is very low for.
Well, we could have done like bad games instead. Like like how we found out that all 3 of the games that I want to do are somehow by that one studio, and we didn't know that going in.
I mean, I wouldn't mind just like playing or streaming more U4 and stuff. You know,
I
Streets of Rogue,
want to
stuff
do
like that.
more U4 as well. Get back to the roots.
Yeah, get back to Streets
Dude,
of Rogue
one of the
too. We
guys
started
that
up, no, didn't get very far.
One of the guys that well, I mean, we did like for Streets of Rogue, we did technically beat it our first episode.
That's a good point, but it's not really about beating the game.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, no, it basically comes like even today was like Nick was like, I'm gonna be busy, so I just decided I'm gonna play this, and
I thought I was.
Yeah, and then it turned out that this was a falsehood, left to lure me.
Well, I was told that there's gonna be a party on Sunday, and I was like, all right, cool. And then they're like, it's not gonna be until midnight. Like, okay.
That's like unusually late though.
Yeah, I guess a bunch of people that are showing up to it are like second shift